giving you an opportunity to get the full story from the people who tell it best. This is Mediacom Newsleaders.
Hey, I'm James Mauser. Look at this fancy poster. You might remember this from an earlier interview as we talked about Into Space and the second Saturday for Kids. Now, when we say second Saturday for Kids on this program, you know who our guest is going to be. Parke is sitting right over here. Hi, Catherine. Welcome back.
So good to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, we talked about this for, well, that was July, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Same design, but a part two. This is the first time you've had a part two and second Saturday for Kids?
In all our years, we're entering our 9th year. This is the first exciting time we have had a 2-part art workshop event. And the reason we're having a 2-part event, Into Space 1 and Into Space 2, which is October 12th, Into Space 2, is because the topic is so rich. Here's the topic that was created by our teenage art committee. All right. All the arts have at their center both filling space and leaving space open. So filled space and empty space, whether it's the space between musical notes and rests, whether it's pottery that always has an empty space that is surrounded and identified by clay, whether it's dance that is movement and the place where movement is not happening, whether it's drawing and painting, whether it's what's called negative space and filled space, all the arts have filled space and empty space at their center. So when our teen artists brought up this topic, we said, oh, this is wonderful. And we started playing with the idea last year, and we saw we needed 2 workshops. So on Saturday, October 12th, noon to 3 at Orr Street Studios, Into Space 2.
Tell me, why is this workshop so important for kids in the first place?
Kids are wired to be artists. They are curious, they are courageous, they'll try out things. You don't have to tell them what to do. You just say, hey, how about this? And they go with it. So the arts are something kids do naturally. It comes out of their brains already working well, but it makes their brains work even better. And we know that from hard data of science. You know, kids who do art do better in math and so forth, and that's important. You know, our children are our greatest resource. We want them to be educated well. We want their minds to have a fair field for really moving. So the arts are important. And joy, just simple pleasure.
Sure. But they're working with the children of other ages, right?
Children 5 to 15, so young people, ages 5 to 15 are our audience for these workshops. The workshops are always offered at no charge. And we do ask for the adult who brings the children to stay with, and we encourage the adults to participate.
I like that part so much.
That is important.
Don't just drop off and go and pick up. Come be a part.
Stay. And if you're feeling fearful of art, which sometimes happens as we grow up, you know, the children will say to the adult who brought them, oh, come on, Auntie, oh, come on, Dad, come on, Mom, do it with. And when the adult begins, it's lovely to see the adult having fun, a lot of fun.
So Into Space 1 back in July, was it impressive to you?
It was. We had a lovely turnout. We had many new attendees. And that's something I do want to say. If you haven't attended before, anyone in the audience for this interview today who hasn't attended before, don't hesitate to call. The phone number to reach someone who will talk with you, namely myself, 573-289-0825. And we'll mention that again at the end of the interview. But don't hesitate to call if you don't know about these workshops, how they operate, and so forth.
And this is Orr Street Studios, 106 Orr Street in Columbia.
Yes, downtown Columbia, just off Walnut Street, so toward the east side of town. Orr Street Studios is a wonderful venue. And
do you need to bring anything besides the kids?
Yourselves, that's it. Just bring yourselves. No, we provide all the materials. When materials are being used, there is no charge. Just come, bring yourselves, your imaginations, your appetite for fun.
This experience could change your life when you think about it. Well, as a kid, you know, we come across these things sometimes that stay with us for the rest of our lives, and we take them back. Where did I? Oh, it was back at that event I had with the second Saturday for Kids. So think about that too, how it could be a life-changing experience on October the
October 12th, Saturday,
12th.
October 12th, noon to 3 p.m., 106 Orr Street. And I might mention very briefly, if we have time, that there are some continuing activities. There'll be drawing and painting, there'll be clay modeling, making little figures, there'll be reading and writing. Every child will take home a book with her or him at the end of the art workshop. We will also have drumming and movement. Drumming, live drumming, and 2 dancers from Jabberwocky Studios will be coming to work with the kids on movement. And the drumming and the movement will be interwoven. So we have both continuity of activities and new activities on October 12th.
573-289-0825. Catherine Parke, always a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
See me again. I'll be here.
James.